Arietta. Here's the right hand. Count it in 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very tricky stuff going on in the second line. When you get to this G, count 2 beats. 1, 2, like that. It's almost a complete 2 beats. You know, you got that little 16th note there, but the G is tied. So 1, 2, like that. Okay, then, you know, you're on your 2. You have to pick up your 2 to start the next phrase. 2, 3, biggest note up there. Then get softer, okay? 1. Now, in this last measure here on this page, you've got a grace note first, which is very quick, and then these are just almost as quick. All right? The biggest mistake students make is not syncopating enough. They make it like this. And don't do it that way. Ta-tan, 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 okay? And the next page. Give it a feeling of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 staccato notes there. All right, don't go like... All right, sounds good, but that's not the way it's written. You know, I've taught these things for so long that I know the mistakes that students make. I'm hoping to spare you, you know, having to go back and redo things, so learn it right the first time. Next part. All right, I did a little pickup there. Let me back up a little bit. Three, 1, 2, 3. You see how I shaped that phrase? It's only 4 notes. 1, 2. That's the loudest one, so you go soft, a little louder, softer, and softest. Okay, so the hard part here is when you go like... All right, and the main problem students have with this is the fingering. Now, I like putting my thumb on a black key here, especially if your hands are, you know, small, and, you know, if you're a student learning this piece. If you have big hands, you could do 5 and 3. That's not bad, but I think this is better with your thumb there. Then switch over to 4, then switch to 4 again, and then, you know, there's several ways to do this next part, but pick a way and do it that way every time so you don't get confused. I'm going to use the standard fingering here, across with 3, and then 2 to 4, like that. They call that a finger pinch because you pinched out one. So, all right. Or you could cross with 4 there, and it works out pretty well too. Okay, left hand. All right, now that looks a little confusing there. Do you play that F twice? No, you do not. You just play it once. If you can use 5 or 4, depends on the size of your hand. 4 is better in some ways. So hold that note down. It's like you have 2 parts. You have this part, you know, played by, say, the bass instrument, and then this part played by a mid-range instrument. And if you put them together on the piano, you have to hold this one and just play the other ones like that. So make the C's a little bit short, and also make them soft, like that. and connect those 3 dotted quarter notes together. And this one too, if you can reach it. Next line. Notice that just the E there is the one that's being held. Okay. Next line, same thing. Make this C a little bit short, because otherwise you're going to end up going this and then adding the rest of the chord. So, okay, then treble clef up here, that's a C major chord. And give it some rhythm. The first beat's the loudest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Even on the next one, which is soft. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you have to go back to holding notes. B flat, and then F. I'm sorry, A. All right. Now I'm going to show you a kind of a tricky way to do this next part. You can cross your 4 over the 5. And then do 5 again. That helps you keep all that stuff connected. Or you could do it the way the book is, and I'll do it that way next. But let me do it the cool way again. And then the rest of the left hand is like it was before. Putting hands together, you know, nothing really tricky here except, well, let me show you a few spots. All right, right here. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. All right. That part takes a little bit more work. So, you know, instead of like always stumbling through it as you're learning the piece, stop there and take some time to work on that. Because if you don't work on that little spot there, the song just won't be very much fun to play right there at the beginning, because you're always going to run into that spot and stumble through it. So just, you know, do it about 10 times every time you practice. Really slowly like that, even slower, maybe 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. Once again, give it the rhythm. Beats on 1. 1, 2, 3. Now go really slowly. Again, this measure 25 through 32. Keep that connected. And notice I'm still playing staccato on the little in-between notes there. See? Keep those short. Try to follow the fingering as accurately as you can. Your teacher will appreciate it. Your fingers will appreciate it. Your listeners will appreciate it. I will appreciate it. So, you know, the fingering is not designed to make the piece harder. It's there to make the piece easier. You know, if you use a different set of fingers, it will be difficult to play, and it also will not sound right. All right, folks, I'll be back. Let's see what the next song is going to be. Hungarian folk song. Okay, this is a really cool one by Bartók, and wasn't in the old Suzuki repertoire. So, yeah, I'll show you how to play it. I can't say I'm an expert on this song. I don't know much about it, but I'll do a little research before I do the next video. Thank you all for subscribing. I hope these videos are helpful to you and interesting, and I'll see you next time.